Force and motion at work. Newton's law of motion. Newton himself often told the story that he was inspired to formulate his theory of gravitation by watching the fall of an apple from a tree. Sir Isaac Newton discovered the three laws of motion. Relationship between force and motion. An object free to move will move once acted upon by force. A push, pull, or twist upon by an object. It's often a result of an interaction between two objects. What is motion? Well, motion is a change in position of an object with respect to time and its reference point. Simple harmonic motion is a special type of periodic motion where the resting force on the moving object is directly proportional to the magnitude of the object's displacement and acts towards the object's equilibrium position. An object free to move will move once acted upon by force. Motion inertia is an object resistance to changing its motion. Velocity, the speed and direction of an object in motion. Acceleration, the change in an object's velocity. Force is that quantity, the application of which stationary objects start move and body moving with a uniform velocity change its velocity. Isaac Newton idea apart from gravity, Newton's also explained how the balance of forces affect an object's movement. When forces are balanced, the object will remain in its state of motion either at rest or in constant motion. But when the forces are unbalanced, the object will either speed up, slow down, or change its direction. The characteristic that a stationary body wants to be stationary or a body in motion wants to keep its motion unless a force is applied. This is called inertia. But what about other factors such as friction and air resistance? He further developed his ideas into what he know now as law of motion. Experiment break. Together with a seatmate, find different ways of moving your chairs in different directions without standing up. What happens when the chair is pushed by the other person? What do you observe when you push each other at the same time? Newton's first law of motion, the law of inertia. Objects in motion will stay in motion, and objects at rest will stay at rest unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. For example, the golf ball will remain on the ground until the golfer hits it. Newton's second law of motion states that the acceleration of an object with constant mass is proportional to the net force action on it and is in the same direction of the net force. The law of acceleration, the car accelerates forward since the force due to its engine is greater than the friction on the road. The car accelerates. Newton's third law of motion, that is, that every action force has a reaction force that is equal in size and opposite in direction. So, on a rocket launch, the shuttle exerts a downward force, and the reaction force of the same side pushes it upward. It's a wrap. So, force and motion are related because motion is a result of force. So the motion of an object depends on the balance of forces acting on it. So here's the three Newton's law of motion are: number one, the law of inertia; number two, acceleration; number three, action and reaction. So if you need more help, you can check my website, that is edusharminblogspot.com, and you can find me all my social media, EducatorSharmin, Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter, and so many business page. Yeah, you can find me. That's all for today. Thank you guys, and bye for now, and good luck your physics test. Thank you so much.